How exciting. All right, so it's literally just logging on, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting for it to be redirected to Facebook. So excited. So excited. So this is the first time I have ever gone live before. I'm really passionate about sharing what it is tonight that we are going to be sharing about. So many of you have been watching my journey from when I was 109 kilos down to when I just stepped on stage. And, you know, I've had so many PMs, I've had so many people ask, you know, Tam, what have you done? You're such an inspiration. We want to learn a little bit more. And I thought, well, you know, it's not just me. It's not just my story. I'm blessed to have a group of 10 beautiful people that have also experienced remarkable transformation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds for a few of you to jump on so that you can not only hear a little bit about my story, but also about, you know, quite a few other people's stories as well. All right, so if you're on, jump on, send me some love. It's my first Facebook Live. My voice feels like it's shaking a little bit, to be honest with you guys, but I'm gonna give it my best go. So let's see. We'll see what we've got happening. So we've got 17 people. Send some love, guys. Let me know that you're here, and then we will get started. We'll see what we've got happening. All right. So actually, I can't do the whole techie thing, so I'm just gonna start. So I'll get my before and after picture popped up, if possible, please. And this is one that I don't think I've ever actually shared on Facebook before, because I was really embarrassed about the person on the left-hand side. That was me when I weighed in at 109 kilos. That was me when my journey actually started. You can see that tired, stressed, overwhelmed, overweight, and extremely broken mum. So it was like sometimes in life, the penny just drops. And that day, the penny dropped for me. And I knew that I didn't just want to have or be living in, you know, a body that I loathed day in, day out. And so I decided to actually start going for my first ever, you know, after picture. And I'm so blessed because my gorgeous auntie, Nikki, who had seen me struggle for so many years with yo-yo dieting and, you know, so many, I guess, taxing moments in my life when I was trying to pull myself together. But the reality is I just hated what I saw in the mirror. And she came to me and she said, look, Tam, I've found a system of products that I think is really going to not only transform your life, but we're going to be able to transform the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And I was a little bit skeptical. To be honest, I was actually really skeptical because I'd tried so many other diets like Tony Ferguson, OptiSlim, Celebrity Slim, the Lemon Detox diet, you name it, I've tried it. I even tried the Kim Kardashian shakes, and nothing seemed to work for me, or I rebounded very quickly. So when Isagenix turned up on my doorstep, I was nervous. But the reality is I looked at that picture on the left-hand side and I thought, you know, what if I can give this a go, and what if this truly could be the one thing that I was looking for? And to be completely honest with you guys, I'm so happy I did, because, you know, like I said, so many of you have been watching my life transform on Facebook. Social media is such a powerful platform. And, you know, I've just gone from strength to strength. And I've been able to now actually fall in love with the skin that I'm in, and, you know, empower so many people to see that there is a better way. So the woman on the left-hand side weighed in at 109 kilos. The woman on the right-hand side is this vibrant, strong, independent, you know, powerful, charismatic woman that actually loves what she sees day in, day out. You know, I still struggle, you know, with some body issues, but I honestly can't tell you how much my life has changed. And it's purely changed by, you know, opting to actually invest in myself, my health, and my wellness with this system of products called Isagenix. And so many of you have heard about it, and so many of you have asked me about it. And I guess, you know, for me, it was just like, well, enough about, you know, I can't keep doing all these little private messages for so many people. I just want you guys to hear it for yourself and hear the stories, the success stories, not only mine, but so many other people. So that's just a little bit, a snippet of mine. And you're going to hear tonight from 9 other beautiful souls, all from different walks of life, all who have invested in their health and wellness, all that have, you know, were really nervous at the start, but actually took a risk and, and invested in themselves and have had the most remarkable results. So the first person I'm actually going to get to share tonight is a beautiful mum. And I know that I have so many mums following, not only myself, but, you know, my mum and my best friend Shelley and, you know, a whole heap of other people. We're mums, right? And we've got a lot of people following our journey. So this woman, I was so blessed to be introduced to maybe a year ago, and she seriously, her results blow me away. So Sal, can I get you to unmute your line and just tell everyone what has happened to you over the past year and why you seriously called this system of products your saving grace?
Hi, I think, there's my photos. So you can see from my before photo there that I had piled on the weight, and that only actually happened over about a 2-year period, a period in my life which was not so much fun. And I went on a downhill spiral. So after having children, obviously you put on a little bit of weight after having children, but also going through a stage in my life where I wasn't being treated well by the people around me. And I took that into emotional eating and started eating quite a lot of bad food. And that became a very bad circle of life for me, because every time I ate bad, I felt guilty. Then I was tired. Then I would get cranky and I'd yell at my poor little children and fight with my husband and come home and not want to do anything. A lot of crying, a lot of just not being happy and not being myself. And that's just not who I am. And I pretty much got to breaking point. And I had seen a friend who was doing this thing and I didn't even know anything about it. I just rang her up and I said, I don't care what you're doing. Help me, please help me. And she set me up with the wonderful products of Isagenix. And I was very nervous to start. I'd really not done anything like that before. And my 8-year-old son turned around to me and he said, Mum, you always tell us to try things, so why don't you try? So I just did it. And I can tell you now, within 4 days, I felt like a new person. And it's a year later now, 17 kilos less. And it's not just been weight loss for me. It's been confidence. It's been energy. It's been positivity. It's been a whole new life. And I get very emotional when I talk about it, because I can tell you now that I'm very happy with the person I am now. As Tammy said, I am happy when I look in the mirror. I enjoy my life again, and the kids don't have a cranky, tired mum all the time. And I can get through a whole day without going, geez, I feel tired. I just love the fact that I don't say that anymore. And there's no way in the world I'm ever stopping these products, because I don't ever want to go back to that place. Now I get to share this with my friends and family too, and make them feel good as well. So it's pretty amazing.
So powerful, Sal. I just get goosebumps when I hear you share your story and the impact that it's had on your life, but not only your life, your children's lives. And, you know, 17 kilos lighter, fitter, faster, stronger, and overall a much happier person is such, you know, who wouldn't want to do this for themselves? Who wouldn't want to give it a go? Who wouldn't want to actually see why so many people are getting such great results, just like yourself? And, you know, allow, you know, you to step into your power, your children to step into their power, and, you know, inspire other people on the way. So thank you so much for that share. It's absolutely beautiful. Keep going, never stop. 17 kilos is incredible. Let's show Sal some love. If you're watching as well, show us some love. All right, so the next remarkable woman I'm going to bring onto the live tonight is actually someone very near and dear to myself, and her story is very, very powerful, and it's not just about herself, but it's about her whole family. Again, she was another person that was very, very skeptical in regards to sticking these products in her system. But when you hear what happened to her, throughout her journey, you will see why she is an ISA for lifer. So Deb Ross, can I get you to jump on the line for me?
Hi, Tammy. Hi, everyone. I'm awfully nervous too. Oh my God, look at those photographs. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for, oh my God, I'm looking straight at them. Yeah, look, my journey began, probably 5 years ago with a no. And I said no to your mum, Tammy, and to your auntie, and to you. And then one day, I heard that there was a naturopath visiting Cairns where we live, and she was going to be talking about this thing that you guys hadn't stopped talking about. So I went along thinking this will be my get out of jail pass. I'll go do the right thing, and then I will be free of this thing. And so I went to listen to this lovely Jen Jeffries speak, and she started speaking about cellular health. And that's where my journey began with Isagenix, because I'm a heart mum, and my son had endured and has endured 7 lots of open heart reconstructive surgery, and he wasn't thriving. And I was looking for a cellular solution to him. And so when I saw Jen talking about the cellular benefits of Isagenix, all the diet fad stuff that I had in the stories that I was telling myself just went out the door. And I wanted to know more. So the way to know more was to, go get my live bloods done, my HemoView, and to record my journey and do my due diligence. And that's 4.5 years ago. And on day, I'll never forget you ringing me, Tammy, saying, how are you going with your cleansing? And I didn't know that I had to cleanse. So I jumped on a cleanse, and day 13 for me was the light bulb moment when a fluorescent tube just really turned on inside my body. And I just couldn't believe the stuff was natural. I think I said the likes of that. How can this stuff be natural? I'm a child of the 60s. But sure enough, it is. And 4.5 years later, I have the most exquisite life. I have a life of choice. I have a life of health. Our son is the cardiologist's favourite patient because he doesn't have to do much except see him every 6 months and say, keep doing what you're doing. Our family is happy and well adjusted. And I share Isagenix with anybody who'll listen or anybody who's ready, because sometimes you just don't know till you know. And that's me, 18 kilos lighter, stronger, fitter, faster than I ever was in my 30s. I lived a tired life. I just didn't know that I was tired. So IsaLifer for me. And if you're sitting on the fence, or you just want a solution for, some more energy, or, if it's not weight loss, it's muscle gain. I mean, look at those guns. I can't believe they're mine. So yeah, thanks for letting me share. And I hope it didn't come across too nervous.
No, I love your story, Deb, and I do remember that call on day 13, and I think it was a little bit different than what you shared. But yeah, you did ask me, is this natural? I can't believe this is natural. And yeah, I'm a child of the 60s. So thank you so much. It's such a powerful show. And, we're not claiming that, that these products, treat, cure, or prevent anything. It is purely just nutrition, the most incredible form of nutrition you could possibly flood your body with. And the beautiful thing is, when you flood your body with good nutrition, really remarkable things happen, and you get to really enjoy the way you should be living, rather than feeling, tired and stressed and overwhelmed all the time. So thank you for that share. So the next gorgeous girl I'm going to bring on is another mum. So like I said, I get hit up by mums all the time. So I really wanted to be able to showcase, different mums from different walks of life. And, this beautiful woman has a beautiful story, and she's definitely, she's a changed woman. She's evolved. She's definitely someone I love to hear from, be around, and watch their journey unfold as well. And her name is Abby. So Abby, will you jump on the line and just tell us a little bit about how Isagenix has impacted your life over the past year plus, and, why you wouldn't be without this system?
Yeah. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for having me on the call. I, like everybody else, oh my God, are so nervous. But look, I just really, really enjoy sharing my story, because before Isagenix, I was just tired all the time. I was run down. I said no to Kristen, who introduced me to Isagenix, who I'd done some PT work with. I did a 12-week boot camp with her, and it still didn't do much for me, because I'd you know, gave only 50% of myself to that as well. But I have tried everything on the market. I've tried all of the products out there, and nothing seemed to be the thing that stuck with me, that seemed to be able to be incorporated into my lifestyle. That is why I love Isagenix, because I can incorporate that into my lifestyle. I don't have to change my life very much. All I have to do is stop skipping breakfast and have a 3-minute shake. It's so easy. But yeah, I said no for 2 years, and I'm kicking myself because I could be 3.5 years in now instead of 1.5 years in. I too don't shut up about the products. If somebody gets me started on what am I doing and why do I look better than I did 12 months ago, I say, oh, well, I've been trying this thing and it's amazing. And oh, now you've got me started, you're going to have to listen. So I actually started because, you know, at the end of Christmas, when all the kids had all their presents and they weren't happy, and I just looked at them and said, I spent so much money on you and I still can't keep you happy, and I have nothing for me. So I said yes to Kristen because I wanted something for me. It's now turned into something for everybody. The shakes are not mine anymore. If the strawberry's not stocked in the cupboard, I know about it. But it's amazing because I know that I can send my kids off to school and all they've had for breakfast is a milkshake. And they think that they've had their Christmas day, and I know that they're getting the best nutrition they could. It's way better than Vegemite on toast. Like, so I mean, to be able to feed my kids. For my daughter's a national gymnast. For afternoon tea, she has a shake. For morning, she has a shake. For a snack, she'll have half a bar. Like, I love the fact that I know I'm feeding her the best fuel possible, and she's able to have that and gain lean muscle and be able to do the flips and turns that she can do. And I know that as a family, we're happier, healthier, and the best that we've ever been together. You know, I can kick the ball in the park with my kids. I can play. I'm the one who says, let's go ride the bike and walk to the shop, not, you know, let's sit down and not do anything anymore. So I'm a totally new mum. I love the fact that I can inspire other mums to get more energy, because I totally believe that living tired is existing, not living. And that's my brand new motto, is I just want everybody to feel as amazing as I do right now.
Oh my gosh, Abby, seriously, I've got goosebumps. Absolute goosebumps. And I think, you know, being able to actually have your children, like my children too, they see it as a lifestyle. And, you know, when, you know, I say, guys, what do you want to eat? And sometimes they'll say like a superfood smoothie. And I'm like, I feel really, really blessed. And like I posted just recently about my youngest, you know, opting for a healthy snack. And what she did was use Greek yogurt, and she used the strawberry shake. And I mean, that made my heart sing, because I knew, just like, you know, what's in these shakes. You know that they're non-compromised products. You know that the nutrition that you're putting in their bodies is what it says it is. So it's a perfect share. And I honestly have to say that, you know, so many other mums out there will definitely be feeling and understanding and really resonating with your story about being that mum that just, you know, was trying so hard to give her children everything, but she was forgetting about herself. And the biggest gift she could have given her children was the gift of her health and wellness. So like, I can get really, really teary, really, really teary. So thank you so much, Ab. That's such a powerful share. Beautiful. All right. So the other thing that we wanted to speak to you guys about is that a lot of people are like, they've got a misconception. They think that Isagenix is for weight loss only, and they don't understand that weight loss is purely just the side effect of what happens. So if you have weight to release, then yeah, of course you're going to drop the kilos if that's what it is. But some people need to actually gain weight. And so we're going to hear from another really beautiful mum who, you know, came on to Isagenix. She actually comp prepped with myself. She was one of my biggest inspirations as well, you know, throughout the journey. And she didn't need to lose weight. She needed to gain weight. And we're talking a lot of weight. So Patricia, can I get you to unmute your line and just share a little bit about your journey and how it wasn't about weight loss, that it was literally so much bigger than weight loss?
Hey guys, how are ya? So yeah, as Tem said though, this wasn't just your typical, you know, system that was here, you know, have you lose weight. For me, 3 years ago on my journey, you know, I was a mother working full time. My partner worked away. You know, the stress of raising a little girl basically on your own, you know, doing the whole work life, you know, I was your overwhelmed, tired, stressed out mum. And I think to, you know, chuck a big mess in there, I was actually 10 kilos underweight. And, you know, the stress of doing life, you know, it wasn't easy. And if it wasn't for my beautiful friend Rhiannon introducing me to the amazing products, I honestly wouldn't know, you know, where I would be. I was one of those mums that would, you know, walk out the door, pack up my daughter, pack up the family, and, you know, not put a meal in my body. I wouldn't even eat lunch. You basically would go home, you know, eat my meals and just basically go to bed, and, you know, just struggle to find food to eat, to put into my body and to gain that weight back. I tried, you know, I was one of those Google mums. I gymmed it back to back, you know, thinking I knew what I was doing. I would eat, you know, double of what my partner was eating on his plate until, you know, I finally realized what the system could do for my body. And in total now, up until date, you know, 3 years since using the amazing products, I've now been able to gain back 8 kilos, most of that lean muscle. And, you know, thanks to my beautiful comp prep coach on the call, Shelley, I was able to prep for two competitions in the past 2 years, working now 4 to 5 days a week. I never miss a meal. I can fit in food. You know, I don't have to go to the shops. I don't have to eat all this crazy takeout to pile it on. Like, the system fits in to my family. You know, my partner uses it. My little girl has her shakes in the morning. You know, I don't have to, you know, rush home and panic if I have to cook dinner. I've got, you know, something on my doorstep. And yeah, like as Tam said, it wasn't just a weight loss. And, you know, people would say, what do you need shakes for? But for me, it was something to supplement food that I could not eat. Food alone didn't help my body. You know, personally, I struggled even to gain a kilo. I would go to the gym for months. I would eat all the foods that you were meant to eat, but it just didn't work. And I've never missed a shake a day. I'll have 2 to 3 shakes, crazy, also with, you know, 3 meals. And yeah, guys, like, just don't, you know, just give it a go. It's something that will honestly change your life, because it's changed so much more mine. It's how so many mums out there, you know, like Shelley's comp prep, a lot of the people on the call, and it's changed our lives in more ways and, you know, than one.
Yeah, so powerful, so powerful. And I've really enjoyed watching your journey, and I've really, you know, I know that Shelley and so many other women they've understood and they've watched you struggle from day one with, you know, with trying to gain that weight and build lean muscle. And, you know, for me, that was not my problem at all. I was, you know, I couldn't kind of fathom that, but I know that you're not alone, that there's so many other mums and women out there, and maybe they're not even mums, but maybe they're women just trying to find that thing that's going to help them, you know, gain lean muscle, that's going to help them gain the extra few kilos that they're not looking gaunt, that's going to improve their, you know, performance at the gym, etc. Yeah, I mean, this system, it is incredible. It truly is remarkable, and so many people deserve to be able to experience it. So thank you so much, Trish, for your share. It was absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to see what comes, you know, next for you. I'm not sure if you're getting back on stage or what's going to happen, but we'll just watch the journey unfold a little bit more. Thank you. All right, so the next beautiful woman I get to introduce is actually someone very near and dear to my heart. A lot of you guys would know her as my mom. She is, you know, not only my mom, she's my best friend, she's my partner in crime. She is my sometimes punching bag when I'm in a bad mood, but not in a like physical way. I'm in a verbal kind of punching bag. She's the one that, you know, is always there. She's my rock, she's my light, and she's the one that actually started this journey with me. And, you know, again, her story isn't about weight loss. Her story isn't about weight gain, but it's more so about youthful aging and aging gracefully. And it's something that she definitely has stepped into. And I'm going to allow her to actually share a little bit of her journey and why she thinks that this nutrition is so superior, and why she's so happy and will never come off it. So, Mom, welcome to the Zoom.
Hi.
Hi. I didn't mean
Hi.
like proper box.
No, I knew
Like,
that. It's all good.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, thank
Shoulder to
you.
cry on, probably could have said. My rock.
Thank you. Well, you know, I'm a registered nurse, and before I started using Isogenics, I was really, really overwhelmed with my long working hours because I work in my sister's anti-aging clinic. So working really long hours, I'm a nurse practitioner, I have a patient base, and I was exhausted, to be honest. I was, at that stage, I was 57 years old, I will say, because I felt like I was 77. I had full body discomfort, which was so awful, and I really had to try and manage that. I lacked energy, and I'd said to my sister at that stage, look, I'm probably going to have to retire by the time I'm 60 because I just can't keep doing this, even though I really love my job. Now, I will say that I was a massive skeptic. So 5.5 years ago, my sister told me about Isogenics, and it took me a while to say yes. But, you know, finally I did. I tried it, but I didn't have any expectation at all that I would feel any different. I was just doing it, but not really having any real belief in it, I suppose. Within a number of weeks, I guess I was the most shocked person in the world, because not only did I have more energy, I was coping really well with my long working days. But the biggest thing for me, and, you know, I do get really emotional about this, is because I was suffering so badly in my body with that full body discomfort, and it just kind of went away. And I was so surprised, and I didn't think it would continue, but it did. And for me, I'm really passionate. You know, now I'm 62 years young, and that's how I feel. Like, I felt like an old woman in my 50s, and in my 60s, I feel better than I did when I was, you know, certainly in my 40s, maybe even in my 30s. You know, my stress response is so much better. I'm coping so much better. And, you know, when I was 57 and I felt so terrible and thought, God, I have to, you know, retire early, even though I love what I do, I thought, well, it must be true about you know, the aging process. You know, it's all downhill, and then when you reach your 60s, you're going to feel like crap and, you know, ill health and probably die. So to me, it was a real blessing to see that I could actually age in a really healthy way. And, you know, my passion is to help other people know and understand that aging is, it's basically a choice of how you age. And it's just educating yourself around what it is that's going to work really well for you. Isogenics is a holistic system, and it's a system because our body's a system. And I will tell you that I've done natural therapies for 20 years, and so that's why I was so skeptical, thinking it was like Tony Ferguson. And I was taking a whole lot of natural therapies before I started using Isogenics. I felt terrible. You know, a number of weeks, as I said, and into the Isogenic system, and I could not believe the difference in my health. I am never, ever, ever going to stop. And what I really, really, truly believe is that, you know, we all deserve to feel well in our body. We all deserve to really enjoy living in a body, liking what we see. And we also need to understand that no matter what age we are, we can age in a really graceful, healthy, well way. And yeah, I would sing it to the rooftops, and I'm so grateful. And I would say that, you know, any people in my demographic, seriously, give it a go. You will be so surprised. It will be your second youth.
Powerful, really, really, really powerful. And again, you're not claiming that, you know, anything is being cured or prevented or anything like that. What you've done is you've just flooded your body with optimal nutrition, and really your body is then being able to function the way that it should be functioning. And, you know, you sharing in regards to you feeling youthful at, you know, and aging backwards. I think so many women would love to feel that way, because we just get so used to feeling like, oh, well, you know, we are aging and probably this is how life is supposed to be. Well, it's not supposed to be that way. It truly isn't. You're walking, talking example as to what can happen when you put good, you know, good nutrition into your body. So thank you so much for that share, Mum. We really appreciate it. And I really, you know, I would never want you to come off these products either, because I want you to be around for as long as possible to deal with me, but then also to experience, you know, your beautiful grandchildren as well. So thank you so much. All right, so it isn't just all about women. I did say I was showcasing women tonight, mums especially, but we needed to change it up just a little bit. And so I'm actually going to introduce a male to the call. And he is actually in Bali right now, enjoying post-comp, a well-deserved treat. But again, he was another one that was very, very skeptical of Isagenix, and his story, the way that it's just unfolded is really, really remarkable. And so for all you guys out there, you know, hearing about this and thinking, oh my God, it's just another weight loss thing, Nick's going to share with you how it actually has completely transformed his body, for him to see him step up on stage. So Nick, are you there?
Hey Tammy, how are you?
Oh, good.
Thanks very much for inviting me on the call tonight. And that's right, I am over here in Bali at the moment, sitting next to the woman of my dreams, and I'm feeling proud and confident in the skin I am today. And you know what? That wasn't the case 12 months ago. As you can see from my before and after photos there, that fella on the left there didn't look so crash hot. You could tell from his face that he was tired, frustrated, unmotivated, and I was really looking for some answers in life, and one of them was my health. And thankfully, a very good friend of mine shared this opportunity with me. And you know what? Within the first week, I felt a difference inside of myself from an energy point of view. I definitely felt like a change had happened inside of me, like a light bulb was switched on. I was more energetic. I was sleeping a lot better. And here I am today, 12 months on, still using these amazing products. And I'm now maintaining my body fat, my weights. I'm constantly, consistently increasing my lean muscle mass now. I originally went into the system, like I said before, for an energy and weight loss perspective, but now it's more performance and more the energy side of things. So I do want to reach out to all the males out there who are sick and tired and not feeling confident in the body right now, that, hey, it's okay to feel like that. I was once in that situation where I was really fed up and tired, and by just simply giving this opportunity a go, I was able to obviously see there in 60 days achieve some pretty phenomenal results. And I'm forever grateful for this opportunity.
I freak out when I look at that day 1 to day 60. I mean, seriously, that is like a dream transformation. But again, it speaks volumes of what happens when you put, get the bad shit out and put the good shit in, pretty much. That's the reality of it. And you, again, another person that is walking, talking proof and has the most reputable story in regards to the system of products and what it can actually do for you. And, being a male as well, because I know that a lot of men can be really quite skeptical of the whole cleansing process and, the detoxing thing. They think they're going to lose their gains, bro, and all that kind of stuff. Well, look what you've been able to achieve in, a really short amount of time. And, it really is just remarkable. It really, really, really is. So thank you so much for your share, Nick. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll definitely have you back on without fail. But the next beautiful woman I'm going to introduce to you is another mum. So she's been utilizing the system for quite some time now. And again, her story is actually quite funny. I'll let her delve into it a little bit more. You'll hear the accent and you won't want to stop listening to her. So Roz, can I get you to unmute yourself and just share with us why Isagenix and what it's.
Okay. So yeah, I've been using the products now for 4 years. Look at the girl in the black bathing costume. Ah! Anyhow, so I was living in Australia. Clearly you can hear that I'm from Scotland. And I have dieted my whole life, but never never because I put on a whole load of weight, just because I'd put on a couple of kilos or pounds, whatever, and then I'd take it back off. And I had tried everything to kind of keep my weight stable. And when this picture was taken, we were living in Australia. We weren't here that long. And I had just completely lost my mojo, to be honest with you. I didn't feel like I fitted into Australia. I wondered if we'd made a wrong decision. We were under a lot of pressure. There was just a whole heap of shit going on in the background, to be honest. And we went to the water park, and that picture was actually taken, and my husband had brought me a digital photo frame, and I had just started wearing glasses at the time, and I came out the shower with no glasses on as he was uploading those pictures onto a digital photo frame. And I started laughing and said, like, who's that? Well, that wasn't the words I used, but like, yeah, on a call, that's the words I'll use. Who's that? And he started laughing and said, that's you. Oh my God. So yeah, a friend from school is actually also living in Australia, rang me and said, look, I'm doing this thing. It's really good. I feel awesome, because I wasn't sleeping right. My energy was shit. I wasn't getting out. I just had really lost myself. I just wasn't the person I used to be. I was always really bright and fun, and I just didn't know who I was anymore. And apart from all of that, I had packed on 13 kilos. So the picture on the other side in the white dress was my first trip back to Scotland after I lost the weight. I did lose 13 kilos, which I have kept off in the last 4 years. And when I went back with that white dress, I was like determined. I wasn't caring. I didn't care if it was snowing, raining, whatever. I was going out in that white dress, and I was showing everybody just exactly what I had managed to do, because everybody by that point had seen the fat chick in the black swimming costume. She wasn't going back to Scotland, no chance. So look, I fast forward 4 years. I use the system. My husband uses the system. We have one son, and he uses the system. For us as a family now, it's all about staying healthy. Like, I'm 51 years of age. I cannot afford to be sick. I can't afford to be fat. I can't afford to be tired. I can't afford to have no energy. And I just can't afford to be the person in that black swimming costume, because that just wasn't me. So when people ask me if I'm still doing that shape thing, I have to be really honest. Like, why would you not? Because when I wasn't doing that shake thing, I was the black swimming costume girl. So why would I go back to that? I just wouldn't. Like, if somebody had told me 4 years ago that really all I had to do was mix up a superfood smoothie, stick to a system, throw in a cleanse day every now and again, and I could look like her in the white dress, like, really? Why would you not? So yeah, that's my story.
I love it. I love it. I could just listen to you share it all day long. Like, seriously, I love the rawness that, that you speak from. And, that's the reality. All you do is literally just, superfood smoothie, stick it in some water, blend it up, have a drink, make sure you're getting your vitamins and your minerals in that shake. Like, it is literally that easy, and it is a perfect share. And I'm so glad that you rocked out in that white dress, just let me tell you, because you look friggin' hot. Absolutely hot. Thank you so much for your share. So guys, we've only got 2 more sharers to go, and I'm going to ask a beautiful new mum of 2. Now, I was blessed. I actually started my weight loss journey with Kristen, and that photo that you saw at the very first the first picture that we showed was actually for one of her boot camps. And at the time, she was doing clean, raw eating, and she was training a group of girls. And I came into her boot camp and I said, look, I'm not going to be following your plan. I'm going to be following the plan that I'm already taking, which is incorporating these this system of products. And she's like, kind of looked at me, and she's just like, well, I can't assure you that you're going to get the results. And 5 years on, here I am, and she's actually walking beside me, and she is recommending utilizing these products, and will never ever come off them from the transformation. So Kristen, can I get you to jump on, share your story? You're a new mom, like literally you've got a 4-week-old or an 8-week-old little bubby, and yeah, we just can't wait to hear your story and see what, you know, the power of this nutrition, what's done for you.
Thank you very much, Tammy. Yeah, it's been quite a journey, pretty much. 5 years on since I started those awesome products with you, and I'm forever grateful, of course. I've been through a few different transformations, but none like this one at the moment, as you can see. So that is me currently to date, and that's 8 weeks postpartum. So I've just had my second little beautiful Isa baby, and this is with no exercise. So I've actually taken it really easy this time and actually just enjoyed motherhood, and because I have a 3.5-year-old as well. So obviously the transition is much different, having a second child in the house now. But yeah, look, you know, I just live on those shakes, and they are my savior. You know, I am having either 2 or 3 shakes a day, just depending. Along with, you know, plenty of clean, nutritious food as well. But, you know, they give me the energy that I need. Of course, being a new mum, I'm having sleepless nights, and, you know, life is busy, basically. Like, I don't have that luxury of having a nana nap through the day when you've got a 3.5-year-old running through the house as well. So they are my energy boost. They're my absolute go-to, you know, morning, afternoon, and sometimes before I go to bed if I know it's going to be a long, late night. So, you know, I couldn't highly rate them enough. They've pretty much been my life support through 2 pregnancies, and also the performance and training that we've done over the years as well. But for any mum, like especially mums that are struggling for weight, I would highly recommend them, because they're not only your vitamin boost through the day, they're actually your natural cleansing process as well. So they can be adapted into any lifestyle. They're so damn convenient, and they just support your nutrition and busy lifestyle so easily. Yeah, so that's pretty much as exciting as it gets from me. But yeah, watch this space, because that baby belly is disappearing.
So powerful. We can hear the pretty little girl in the background.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run.
That's not a problem at all. We really appreciate your
feeding
sharing.
time again.
But that's the beauty. You know, the other thing that I truly do love is the fact that you're giving your brand new baby the nutrients that you're consuming through your breast milk. And I think that, you know, speaks volumes in itself. So go and feed her. Thank you so much for your share. And I honestly think you're going to, you know, you're definitely up there with that Isa Body Challenge. So thank you, Kristen.
Thank you. I'm working on it. Thanks very much.
No worries. So the last sharer of the night is someone who is really near and dear with to me. So Kristen helped me start off on my journey when I was at 109 kilos. Then I was blessed enough, probably about 6 months later, to be reintroduced to this woman who I, you know, call my best friend, who is literally like a soul sister to me, who means the world to me. And she was, you know, she's the reason that I think that I not only have a loving, understanding relationship with my body and myself, but food as well. And she was the one that coached, you know, myself and 9 other beautiful souls to stage. You know, over the last year, she took me on a 40-week journey, and it's been incredible. And this woman, when I shared Isagenix, just like Kristen, you know, Kristen's a PT, Shelley is a PT, and she was so against a shake diet. She was so against, you know, not putting real food into her body. And yeah, I mean, 4.5 years on, she's here with me. She only recommends these products to, you know, anyone that she, you know, she's training. And yeah, she's going to share her story and why she feels that Isagenix is so superior to anything on the market right now. So Shell, can I get you to jump on and share your story with us all and inspire us the way you always do, please?
Hey Tam, thank you so much, and thank you for everyone who's watching on in and listening to all these raw, real people sharing their journeys with this incredible system of products. Now, I know that a lot of people have been following my journey. A lot of people already know what I do, but I guess, you know, sometimes Facebook can be a bit of a show reel, but what people don't actually see is what happens behind the scenes. So 4.5 years years ago, you know, my Facebook was painting a pretty picture of life and, you know, probably more what I really wanted it to look like. But what the real story and situation was I was a single mum, really struggling in life. I really didn't know where I fit. You know, although I had the mask on to be, you know, this strong, independent woman that knew what she was doing and knew what she was wanted. I was what I wanted. I was actually deep down really, scared and afraid of where my future was going to go, being a single mum and bringing up 3 kids on my own. So I didn't think at the time I was really looking for anything as such, but, you know, I guess when you put it out to the universe and you kind of ask for, you know, a sign or help or something, you know, it comes in many different forms. And the form for me was Isagenix. And at first, you know, I did get introduced from my gorgeous friend Tammy, and, you know, I was really impressed with her transformation that she had had. And I really congratulated her on that, because I was working with women who wanted to lose weight, and I knew the struggles that they were facing and what they were going through. So, you know, I thought it was fantastic. However, I didn't think it was something for me, because at the time I'd started my fitness competing journey. I'd already competed in 2 fitness comps, but my rebound from my second comp was really not too grass hot. I was feeling extremely run down, tired and exhausted. And to be completely honest with you, I only said yes to trying these products because I needed to shut her up. I love her so much, but yeah, I needed to shut her up. So I did. I put the system in my body for 30 days. And honestly, I don't think I really focused on what it was actually providing me. It wasn't until I decided, you know what, I actually don't need these. I know what I'm doing. I went off them, and I think it was literally 5 days. And I jumped back on the phone to Tammy and I said, you know what? I need you to order me some more of those products, because I feel like absolute crap right now not being on them. So from an energy point of view, I felt friggin' amazing. I started to really listen to my body and what it was showing me in terms of what these products were giving me. I didn't tell anyone. I really wanted to sort of find out the depths of what this product could actually do for me from a fitness professional's perspective, in terms of building the body and stripping the body back for stage. So I did that, and I competed in a few more competitions after that and placing in my given divisions, but also feeling absolutely amazing at the same time. So I had spoken to Dr. Michael Colgan, who was the master formulator of the protein. And I had a really good conversation with him, and he shared with me why Isagenix was so superior to anything else on the market. So for me, speaking to the master formulator really solidified everything for me, and I was able to then sort of step out and really start to love everything that I was doing with Isagenix, but also to be able to show my clients, because that was one reason why I wanted to become a personal trainer, was to be able to transform the bodies and the lives of men and women that I came into contact with. And I knew that 80% of that was going to come down to their nutrition. So giving them a solution of a nutrition system that they could follow that was so simple, easy, convenient and effective really just made so much sense to me. So here I am 4.5 years down the track. I've got so much energy. I'm smashing so many things in life right now. Absolutely loving everything. My kids use the shakes, that they're right into their sports, and they're doing so well. And I've been able to put eight competitors on stage last season using this system of products, all placing in their given categories, and then another 6 season B just gone who all did extremely well. So yeah, I definitely can't rate these products any higher than you guys can already imagine. I'm very passionate about it, and I will continue to share this with people that are in need of a solution in life. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you've enjoyed everybody's shares tonight.
So powerful, Charl, and I'm so grateful that, you know, you really did take that risk, because you know, because you chose to shut me up, let's just say, and actually put it in your body, you know, the ripple effect that that has had on hundreds, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives. You know, it's just the power of this and what can be done. And you've helped so many women and men as well, achieve the, you know, the ultimate body goals, the body goals that, you know, some of us never, like for me especially, I never ever dreamed of being able to wear a bikini, let alone being judged in a bikini on stage. So yeah, I'm so grateful for you, you know, being a part of this journey. I'm so grateful, and I'm so excited for everyone who is yet to join you, yet to join anyone on their own personal journey with this company, with this system. And I would just like to thank each and every one of the 9 sharers tonight, and for everyone else who tuned in to learn a little bit more about why not only myself, but so many hundreds of thousands of people are so passionate about, you know, Isagenix and what it does and how it transforms lives. And it's a solutions-based company. It just really can, you know, do so many things for so many people. So that is it for us. We are out, and yeah, we will definitely be back with more sharers. Probably I'd say on Thursday. So keep your eyes peeled around this time, and you can hear from some other remarkable people, everyday people that have had extraordinary results and an experience through utilizing and investing in their health with Isagenix. So thanks guys. Thanks to everyone who shared, and we will chat again soon.